Hi, I'm Mark from Making English Fun. Welcome back to the series on the 6 syllable types. In this video, we're going to cover open syllables, which are another key building block for reading and spelling. I'm going to explain what open syllables are, give some examples, some common challenges that students may face, and give you some practical activities on how to help your learners master this concept. And I'm going to show you where to find the free word lists, worksheets and syllable games on makingenglishfun.com to make your lessons even more effective. Let's get started. So let's start with the basics. What is an open syllable? An open syllable ends in a vowel sound, and because the vowel isn't closed off, like in a closed syllable, by a consonant, it says its long name. For example, in words like go, or me, or robot, where the ro is open. The vowel in an open syllable is always long, or nearly always long, and this simple rule can help students decode and spell words much more easily. So why are open syllables important? Well, they're important because they help students understand how vowels behave in different word patterns. This is critical for decoding and spelling longer English words. For example, knowing that the first syllable in the word remote is open helps students pronounce the word correctly. If they didn't, they might say remotey. Once students can recognize open syllables, they're better prepared to tackle more advanced syllable types and read and write with confidence. Now let's look at some activities you can do quickly and easily to help teach or learn open syllables. First one is open or closed sorting. Now in the previous video we just did closed ones. Now we can start to mix them up. So you give students word cards that have words like go, or me, or cat, or hat. And their task is to sort the words into two categories, open syllables and closed syllables. This way they start to recognize that the rule with open syllables is that it ends in a long vowel sound. And of course, it reinforces the rule that in closed syllables, it ends with a consonant and it makes the vowel a short sound. Activity 2, this is one I use all the time, is syllable clapping. I give the students a longer word. I mean, if you really want, you can keep it short with just 2 syllables, like robot or begin, and students clap out the syllables, so robot or begin. I like to give them something a little bit more difficult. I like to give them dinosaur names. Now, not crazy difficult dinosaur names, but something fairly simple like Brachiosaurus, where they have to then look at the dinosaur name, listen to me say it, listen to me clap, Brachiosaurus, has 5 syllables, it's a big word, and then they have to look at the word and try to cut the word. This helps them recognize the units of sound, it helps them take them both apart and then put them back together. I use Top Trump cards for this, or I use Jurassic Park books for this, and it works wonders. Mainly because their parents often can't say these dinosaur names. Some of their English teachers cannot say some of these dinosaur names, but they can. It is superb for boosting confidence. Activity number 3 is Long Vowel Mystery Game. And this is quite simple. Basically, it's like a reverse taboo, where you write down some clues for an open syllable word. And that word could be go, for example, and the clue could be, I'm a short word and I mean to move forward. Or I am part of the word robot and I come at the beginning. And they then have to recognize what is the open syllable, where is the long vowel sound. Now, as we go through English, of course, there are going to be more and more challenges that they will face, more and more complex language that they're going to come across. And open syllables are a step up from closed syllables, so they will come with extra challenges. And the first one is confusing the two, confusing open and closed syllables. So what you need to make sure you do is to really get into their heads that a closed syllable will end in a consonant, the syllable, not always the word. And that an open syllable is open. There is no consonant at the end of the syllable, not always the word. And that if it's open, it is a long sound. And if it is closed, it is a short sound, most of the time. Now, the second challenge that I find they face is where to break these words into syllables. So especially in big words, it's where does that syllable break go? Clapping helps them tell them how many syllables are in it if you're going to do that. But actually splitting them is another video that we have on the channel, and it's worth checking that out. Number 3, as always, is spelling errors. When you're learning English, or even when you're a teacher, sometimes you'll make spelling errors. If you're using your own words, your own work to do this, then of course, you're missing out letters. It will affect how you read those words. So a little bit of focus on spelling. And if you're in any doubt, you can of course print the words out for them to try to cut up or try to say before you get into the actual task. So while that's not everything you need to know about open syllables, it is enough for one video, I think. With the right activities and plenty of practice, your students are going to be able to recognize these, put them into practice, and their reading and spelling is going to improve. The resources for all of these are on the website, makingenglishfun.com. As I've said before, worksheets, activities, printed board games, and online games if you want to do whole class activities. This is a reboot for the channel, so if you have any comments or you have any questions on how to teach English or how to learn English, then I am a teacher and you can put them in the bottom and we are going to be answering every single comment. Hopefully we'll see you in the next video. If you did like this, please press the like button. If you want to know more or you want to follow this series on the 6 syllable types and how to teach them and how to learn them, then press subscribe and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.